is Joy.
Coming to you live in Riley's mind.
Make some noise!
Sadness is in the house.
It's been 10 years since Pixar delivered the masterpiece Inside Out, an exploration into the mind of a child and the emotions that are the driving force behind it. With Inside Out 2, a now teenage Riley, voiced by Kensington Tallman, has started puberty, and a whole bunch of new emotions have been added to the mix to help guide her through. This film brings back that Pixar magic that mixes comedy with heartstring-pulling emotion that made the company so successful in its earlier years. Inside Out 2 picks up exactly where we left off in the previous film. Riley's puberty alarm is going off, and the emotions in her head, including joy, voiced by Amy Poehler, sadness, voiced by Phyllis Smith, anger, voiced by Lewis Black, fear, who is now voiced by Tony Hale, and disgust, who's now voiced by Liza Lapira. As the alarm continues to sound, a wrecking crew arrive to headquarters and start smashing everything apart and replacing the console with an upgraded version that signals some new emotions to arrive, ready to help Riley navigate puberty. These new emotions include anxiety, voiced by Maya Hawke, envy, voiced by Ayo Edebiri, ennui, and embarrassment. As the new emotions struggle to get along with the old ones, another adventure led by the still headstrong Joy across Riley's mind is afoot. In stark contrast to the previous film, the story spends a lot more time with Riley outside of her mind as she heads off to hockey camp with her two best friends, Grace, voiced by Grace Liu, and Bree, voiced by Samaya Nuridan Green. Riley becomes obsessed with the hockey team captain and the team itself, the Hawks, and compromises her sense of self to achieve her goal. The two groups of emotions battle it out to keep Riley's sense of self, which is manifested here by a lake in which ideas are planted and grow into strands, forming a small tree. Like any other Pixar film, visually, they continue to set the standard for animated films, with the humans and emotions looking colourful and truly spectacular on the big screen. This series has always had a beautiful way of playing with light and colour, and this has been dialed up several notches in this sequel. Where the film does fall down is the middle. It starts off spectacularly, mixing Riley with her friends with the emotions inside her head, while Joy and her friends are trapped and forced to explore Riley's mind again to make it back to HQ. Unfortunately, it does suffer a little bit from some sequelitis. We take the same trip through Imagination Land, the shortcut through abstract art with the same beats from the first film. There's still some new ground to tread here. The hilarious sarcasm sequence really brings the laughs. By the end of the film, when the emotions realize that they can't keep making decisions about who Riley is, and no matter how many bad memories they try and hide, or how much they try and manipulate the core tree, Riley ultimately needs to make her own decisions in life and decide who she wants to be. Pixar and Inside Out have garnered enough fans over the last 10 years to ensure that it can find an audience at this year's failing summer blockbuster box office. While other studios' entries are failing to land a hit, if anyone can turn things around, it is Pixar. The studio's previous sequels have not been able to land like the originals, with the exception of the Toy Story series. It seems they may have learned from this, as Inside Out 2 sticks to a formula that works, all while doing its best to explore the next phase of Riley's journey into adulthood.